Hi, welcome to Breakthrough Church Daily Devotions. We are following the book of Exodus for our daily devotions. We are going to look at Exodus chapters 21 to 23 today. Now, Moses received the Ten Commandments from God in Mount Sinai. And here in Exodus chapters 21 to 23, he expands and explains them. The laws in this chapter shows the kind of God that the Israelites worship. He is a God of justice. Now, the laws require that the punishment of a crime must be proportionate to the crime. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. This means that if someone kills an animal, the owner cannot take vengeance on the whole family of the accused. This discourages vengeance or excessive retaliation. There are also provisions for accidentally killing someone. In Exodus chapter 21 verse 12 to 13 it states, "Death is the punishment for murder. But if you did not intend to kill someone, and I, the Lord, let it happen anyway, you may run to a safe place that I have set aside." These are designated places of refuge for people who accidentally killed someone. On that place, they are safe from punitive actions of the family of the victim. As long as he stays in that place, nobody can harm him. Death also is the punishment for murder, kidnapping, and for attacking or cursing your parents. There are also laws that govern a person's responsibility over his animal or any action that he takes that harms someone. Like for example, in Exodus 21, 28 to 29, it says, "A bull that kills someone with its horns must be killed and its meat destroyed, but the owner of the bull is not responsible for the death." But in verses 28 to 29, it says, "Suppose you own a bull that has been in the habit of attacking people, but you have refused to keep it fenced in. If that bull kills someone, both you and the bull must be put to death by stoning." In verses 33 to 34, it says, "Suppose someone's ox or donkey is killed by falling into an open pit that you dug or left uncovered on your property. You must pay for the dead animal and it becomes yours." There are also laws that protect the personal properties of people. In Exodus chapter 22, 1 to 4, it says, "If you steal an ox and slaughter or sell it, you must replace it with 5 oxen. If you steal a sheep and slaughter or sell it, you must also replace it with 4 sheep. But if you cannot afford to replace the animals, you must be sold as a slave to pay what have been stolen. If you steal an ox, donkey, or sheep, and are caught with it still alive, you must pay the owner double." Now these laws forbid stealing and upholds the protection of personal properties. There are also laws that govern accidental damage to properties. In Exodus chapter 22, 5 to 6, it says, "If you allow any of your animals to stray from your property and graze in someone else's field or vineyard, you must repay the damage from the best part of your own harvest of grapes and grain. If you carelessly let a fire spread from your property to someone else's, you must pay the owner for any crops or field destroyed by the fire." Now there are also laws that govern the courts or the justice system. In Exodus 23, 1 to 2, it says, "Do not spread harmful rumors or help a criminal by giving false evidence. Always tell the truth in court, even if everyone else is dishonest and stands in the way of justice." In Exodus 23, verse 8, it says, "Don't accept bribes. Judges are blinded and justice is twisted by bribes." Now these laws made sure that the people live in justice and fairness. God wants a society where people are treated fairly and where justice is upheld. These laws made sure that the people live in fairness and in justice all the time. But you know, Jesus went beyond the laws of justice. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 38 or 39, it says, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek also." In Matthew chapter 5, verse 44 to 45, it says, "But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your Father in heaven. Now there is a law more powerful than justice, and that is the law of love and mercy. Jesus died for all injustices in the world so that those who follow Him might be able to practice love and forgiveness.